Hey guys, welcome back to the show. It's August 28th, 2019. I'm late, it's Wednesdays, but I'll label Tuesdays just for a reference. As always, this video is sponsored by Camera Store, and I'm sorry I didn't do the video yesterday. I was editing that 50mm Mamiya RZ67 video, which I'm gonna link below and up here so you guys can watch it, tell me what you think. I wanted to add a little opinion on what I saw in the results at the very end of the video, but I made that 5-minute video and I was like, I really like this video, so I posted it. Don't know if you guys would have loved to see another extra minute or 2 minutes of me talking about what I thought about the lens, about how I shot, what film, developer and stuff. Kind of kept it a little too simple maybe, but I will be shooting a landscape video on that lens and maybe an architecture video with that lens, and then maybe making a whole review of what I thought about the 50mm lens for the Mamiya RZ. There's no real videos out there on the Mamiya 50mm RZ67, so let me know what you think. I would love to hear your comments on this news or in the video before that I did post yesterday. So to the news, summer's here, not a lot of news, but again, I tried a different setup. This is my new film setup scanning device. Took the little stickers courtesy of Ilford, which are kind of hilarious because this is the opposite of what a darkroom is. But yeah, let's start with the news, guys. We have news from Reflex Camera talking about them moving on to Mark II version of their camera before even releasing any cameras. So as you know, Reflex was a Kickstarter. They were going to sell a new Reflex camera system with modular mounts, like a red camera where you can change Olympus to Pentax to Canon and all this. The hype was there. There's still a lot of cameras in the market. A lot of people didn't understand that. I think it's pretty cool that they're doing it, honestly. I think it's the future is going to be making new cameras somehow. And they're already moved to Mark II because of the shutter. They had problems with the low amounts of shutters they needed. They're building their own and whatnot. So it's good news that they're still doing it. I know a lot of people are let down by the project and how fast they're going, but do remember how big of a project this is. And you can read on the link below and you can see what they're doing. If you're a backer, you're probably, you knew this was a long run, but it's good that they're still going on. So there's, news below. Then we have NIM with a Kono film joining forces. The NIM came out with a camera called Imfine, disposable camera, which I don't think I made it to the news, but it's, disposables come and go. There's like a factory in China that has like 100,000 of them. Bellamy, Ilford, and a lot of people are, putting their film in that. I think that's where they're coming from. I can't 100% say that, but that's what I think. And NIM had Imfine Camera, that's what the name is, and they've joined forces with Kono, who does these specialty films or pre-exposed films, and they've come with a limited edition Kono Imfine Camera, which there are 500 units, so you can shoot with pre-exposed special effects film. That's pretty cool if you like that, disposable and special effects. The film's never cheap, disposables are never cheap, so I'm guessing that the price is not too bad. It says Hong Kong dollars is 250, which I don't know exactly the conversion. I'll put this on the text here. And then we have news from 20th Century Camera coming out with a new reel. They've been doing reels for Patterson tanks and 3D printed and stuff like that. And the cool thing is they're setting up shops in different parts of the world, so shipping's not such a big deal because of course you don't want shipping to be coming always from the same place. And he told me that they're shipping depending on where. So I got one reel 4x5 that will work on a Patterson. They came out with a new reel that will do 9x12, I think 3x4 and maybe 2x3. But you can check that in the description. There's no store that I know of. I do know they have a website, Instagram account, which is where you can see all the stuff. But if you're one of those that want to do, reel developing on Patterson tanks and don't want to invest on other systems, you can choose the 20th Century Camera. He also does graphics, adaptions and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. Then we have the FTP Project, once again, releasing one of those stock films that, very little people want, but they do it, which is pretty good. That's the whole FTP Project mentality that I love. And they're doing a 8mm film, which, if I'm not wrong, is double Super 8, which means it's like a 16mm film, double perforated, goes through the film, your camera once, you flip it around, you expose the other side, and then they split it, join it, and scan it, which is great. I've actually found I had one of those cameras from my grandparents somewhere, which I'll be doing hopefully a video on. I still need to know how it works. But the FPP guys are awesome. You can check the link below, the store. They have a newsletter that's awesome, podcast of course, but great for FPP. And I'm not a huge knower of cinematography films, so please excuse me if I said something that was wrong. Then we have a video from 35mmC, Hamish Gil, with a G. I've been saying Hill for a very long time. Sorry, Hamish. He's just chit-chatting with another photographer in a parking lot. And these are one of those features that I say that I like to see. And I enjoyed, honestly, that conversation of, I think it's like 9-10 minutes long or maybe longer, has so many things that are true to what I feel. And I've been wanting to make a podcast, but I haven't because I live in Spain and nobody around me speaks, good English, or at least good enough in photography to make a podcast. But that is exactly the kind of content I would be putting out. Things and myths of people, misconceptions and stuff. That conversation to me is pretty much gold in 10 minutes. So Hamish, I would love to see more of that kind of stuff. It's hilarious because this photographer he's talking to kind of has like everything I feel. Like he uses the same tripod, same tripod head, same principles. Exposure-wise, I do push my film. They talk about pushing and stuff, but I really enjoy that video. I highly recommend you watch it. It's just a conversation. You don't really need to even see. It's kind of like a podcast kind of conversation, but highly recommend it for those who are curious. Then, for those who know Spanish and are watching from Spain, I was featured on a program, a radio program, local. It's kind of like national because, like state radio. Not because of me, Nicolas Yacera, but just kind of like the last crazy guy doing darkroom work and whatnot. But she shot, developed, and printed a Hasselblad picture for the radio program. I think it's fun. If you know Spanish, I'll link it below. It's ATV. And that's about it for the news this week, guys. I'm sorry, short news. And as always, you can send an email to the email below with any information you've seen. Actually, Stuart sent me news about the processor made, not the Hayland, sorry, the Filmomat. I've covered that in the news before, so Stuart, sorry if I haven't posted it about it. But Analog Insight, if I'm not wrong, made a video about the Filmomat. I had an interview, I've had videos and stuff, but I screwed up all the audio. That was at Photokina 2 editions ago. And yeah, Filmomat, if you want to watch it, I'll link the video below just in case, but I'm sure everyone's watched it. Everyone that's subscribed to this channel, I'm sure is subscribed to Analog Insight. But yeah, guys, as always, thanks for watching and see you next week. Hopefully back in the normal news scene.